Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be ranking all of the modern companions from Doctor Who. Now, not every little person that traveled with a doctor at every little point, but just the ones I consider to be main companions. It was hard to find the right tier list for this. So we've already done the classic series. If you haven't seen that list yet, check out the one for the classic series. But we'll be looking at the modern series today and all the modern companions. Now, if you watch my tier list, you know that for me, C tier is average. Anything in C tier is average, which is fine. It's average. Anything above C is above average. Anything below C is below average. I do have a GOAT tier and a garbage tier as well. We're going to start off with Rose. Rose, like season 1 Rose is like A tier, whereas season 2 Rose is like B to C tier. I like series 1 Rose better. I'm gonna end up putting Rose in B. I just overall feel like for now this is where she feels. There was a time I think I would have put her in A, but B I feel pretty confident in B. Jackie is B. I like Jackie. She's funny. She can be a little grating at times, but she's funny. She's a solid B for me. Mickey, it's just kind of average. I don't have anything against him. He's fine. He has some great comic relief moments and some great character growth. I like Mickey well enough. Adam. Adam's a solid B for me because I like him as a character. The idea of a failed companion and the lesson he teaches that not everyone is cut out to travel with the Doctor. Not every single person would have what it takes to travel with the Doctor and all the things the Doctor does. And Adam is a perfect example of that. We don't really get that. And I think it's neat to notice that it was Rose's idea for Adam to come, not the Doctor's idea. And it just goes to show the Doctor does put a lot of thought into who he lets travel with them. So because of that, he earns B, because I like him as a concept. Jack is solid S tier. I just love Jack. Excuse me. Solid S tier. Absolutely love Jack. He's such a fun character. This is how you do a diverse character right. I like the fact that he is very diverse. He's obviously a bisexual, pansexual, whatever you want to call him. But it does that in the show in a way that feels organic. I never feel like it's trying to push anything on me. It never feels agenda driven or anything like that. He's just a character from the future who thinks about sexuality in a different way that we do. And he's just himself. I love that. That is how you do that kind of character, and I really, really like it. And John plays it so well. I like John Barrowman a lot as an actor, and he plays Jack so well. Sarah Jane is, of course, the GOAT. If you saw my classic Who video, you know that I think Sarah Jane is the greatest of all time. She's my favorite companion. I absolutely adore her. And I'm glad that she got to be introduced to a whole new generation of children, not only in modern Doctor Who, but in the Sarah Jane Adventures. Because it's written so well in School Reunion that even if you haven't seen Classic Who, you get that there is a connection between her and the Doctor and that they were very close at one point. The episode does a really good job of communicating that. And it was done so well that she got her own spin-off show and a whole new generation of children got to fall in love with her. I love that. Martha, S tier. Love Martha. Just well written, well developed, and I love the fact she chose to leave on her own. Freeman does a good job with her. Donna, also S tier. Oop, there we go. Donna's probably my favorite companion of modern Who. That's a modern companion. She's so strong, so powerful. I love her snark. I love her attitude. I love the way Catherine Tate plays her. I love the rapport between her and Tin. I just want to mate. You just want to mate? I just want a mate. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I was happy to see them come back in the 60th because I love the 10th/14th Doctor and Donna together, and I'm glad we got some more adventures with them. Amy, solid A. I like Amy a lot. Rory's a little more a B to me. I like Rory. He's just not quite A to me, whereas I love Amy. She's A. Karen's just so good at that. Wilf is definitely S tier. I love Wilf. I love Wilf. Bernard Cribbins is so good in that role. I just love Wilf to death. And I was so happy we at least got that last scene with him in Wild Blue Yonder. It put such a smile on my face. Claire is weird because with Matt, I think she's solid A tier. I absolutely love Clara with Matt, but when it comes to Capaldi, she's just F tier for me. I can't stand her at all, for the most part. So I'm going to put her in E because I do love her with Matt. And even with Capaldi, she has moments she shines, but she also has moments where she's right down in here, right down here. Worst companion of all time, right down in here. But it's not all the time. It's too much of the time, but it's not all the time. So we'll put her in E. River Song, not a big fan of River Song. I liked her in the library two-parter. That was cool. But just the more we got of her, the less interested I became in her. She's a little below average. I mean, nothing against Alex. Alex is great. But that's just kind of where the character falls for me. The Ponstanatter gang, I don't really care for them. They're a little below average. They have their moments, and I'm tempted to bump them up to average, but to be honest, overall, they're a little above average. Bill is A for me. I like Bill a lot. I think she's a lot of fun. I wish we'd gotten more of her with Capaldi because I like them together. Nardal, solid A for me. He's hilarious. I just love him. He's just hilarious. I understand the actor who plays him is a comedian. He's just great. I like Nardal. In The Husband's Original Song, he's kind of okay, but he gets better the more you see him. Graham, solid B tier. I think he would have been better if he had just traveled with the doctor alone, but he's solid B tier. Ryan, I'm not a big fan of Ryan, to be honest. He's not bad. He's just a little below average. Yaz, to me, is average, honestly. Yaz, I don't like how they try to force the relationship with Yaz on the doctor, but I like Yasmin in the role. And I do like how early on she does call the doctor out sometimes, like in the Subaru conundrum. She calls her out a bit. Before she becomes lovesick puppy, yeah, she's nice. And I like that we get some background for her in Can You Hear Me? Yaz is just average to me. I'm pretty comfortable with this list, actually. I feel pretty comfortable with where I have everybody here. Nice to see a few S list characters there, some solid A list characters there, a lot of B characters. That seems to be the one I have the most, is B characters. Not too much in the bad category, not too much. So I want to know what you think of this list. I'm pretty comfortable with it. Comment down below and let me know how you would rank them. Other things to do, don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. And of course, all the fun stuff down in the description below. Links to the Patreon, links to the Amazon wish list. I would love to get a copy of Ambassadors of Death. If that's on the wish list. I added that recently. I really want to rewatch that. I also have YouTube memberships available, and the PO box is down there as well if you want to send anything. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons: Stephen Crane, Colin Coney, and Finn Perkins. I do appreciate their continued support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. It does make a difference. It is appreciated. And most importantly, thank you for watching.